everybody, it's Lisa from Chevy Road Studio. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're in the sewing room and I brought you in here because there's a lot more space for me. Today we're going to do mega jelly print background session. I am obsessed with jelly printing lately and I've been watching a lot of people's videos. What I do want to do today is make a bunch of backgrounds or cut them up, rip them up for collages. I got my 8x10 jelly plate here. I have just regular printer paper I got in an estate sale. I love it when I find this kind of weird, I don't know, cool. It's cool paper and it really makes some awesome prints. I have some pre-cut parchment paper. I don't know how that's gonna work. It's kind of shiny, so I'm not sure as my roll-off sheet, which could be kind of fun after. I'm just gonna start out. I'm gonna use cheap paints because that's another thing. Oh, this is black. Okay. You know what? I don't know why they put blue there because this is black and I just picked it up thinking it was blue. I have a lot of cheap craft paints, just, you know, older paints and things, and I thought, why not try to start using that stuff up so I can feel good about maybe buying some more. This being black, we're just gonna, that was my intention. Didn't realize that was black. It's just not picking up much. Weird. Okay. I think I did this wrong. I think I meant for, well, we'll see. This can get confusing for me because what you're trying to leave behind versus what you're trying to pull off is sometimes confusing. Okay, yeah. Not what I had intended. Actually, it was the opposite. I wanted the black background and I wanted this color to show through all of these stencils, but there you have it. I mean, we're gonna keep this because it's whatever, but so then we're gonna take this off. We're gonna wait for this to dry. Okay, so I have my other, thought I'd go get my very first gel plate. It's very dirty. Like, it's got paint from who knows when. I'm gonna set this to the side and wait for that to dry so that we can keep moving on. Yeah, I'm just trying to use up some of these colors. I'm gonna take my roller and roll that. I mean, this is not going to be a good look because it's got all the grunge. Normally I like the grunge, but these colors aren't really doing it for me. But anyways, you can get, but yeah, what can we do with this? We'll do something with it. So we're going to just set these all aside. Now we can bring this one back. It seems to be dry. So we're going to take some of the same colors I used in this piece. And we're going to use a piece of the crinkly paper. And we're going to let that dry for a minute. So let's see what else we can do. Let's see what we got here. Okay. Didn't really change anything. It's fun though. I kind of like it. So I think that could be fun to use in a collage. It's got a lot of cool colors. Got a lot of fun shapes in it. Oh, this is kind of fun. That's interesting now. Pretty cool. Okay, let's do something with this one. Because, like, I hate this. I don't usually say that, but yeah. Not to mention it ripped right there. And then we got the green and the... So what can we do to make this a usable piece for collage anyways? Maybe some yellow... Oh, is this yellow ochre? Let's see about that. There are so many cool things you can do, even if you don't know what you're doing. Hopefully this will... I'm just going to try to pick up what's in between those squares. That didn't work, did it? It's not tissue-y enough to get in there. Yeah. Okay, so now we're going to flip this over on this. I'm really liking that. The more I look at it, that may make a cool moon or something. Out here. Did we make this any better or did we make it worse? I don't know how we could make it worse, to be honest. Okay, so it's not bad. It's getting better. You see what one layer did? It made it a lot better. We could do something else to that, I think. I don't know. Okay, you know what? We're gonna take a color I never use. Like this is why I'm doing this, because these colors need to be used up. If I'm not gonna use them, then let's just make something out of them. This thing at the antique store. I was looking for things for texture and I saw this and I mean, come on. Who would have thought this thing? So I thought that was fun. I do like this thing. Yeah, ooh, I love that. Just since those didn't really amount to anything, I just gotta sit for a second. Really blue, really blue. Let's do this thing again. I'm gonna let that dry. Okay. Not my favorite. This color is not my favorite for, but you've got, some of those yellow squares did show up, so you've got texture there. It's just not a color I like, so we're gonna take this and do something else to it after it dries. I really am liking this, actually. I like the color palette, and I don't mind that blue, actually, so maybe we'll do some black. We'll do the circle, and we will hopefully that will pull some of that black off. Okay. I think we're going to throw this on here real quick, see if we can get that pulled up before it dries. Some, yeah. Okay. Big improvement for me. I like this. I could see like doing some gold circles with a gold Posca pen or something. I like that now. So I didn't like that green, but now I do. So I do love this yellow ochre. That's a lot, Lisa. That's a lot. I do love it. Got some black on there, or it's on my roller, which is kind of cool. So we're gonna stick this cool stencil on there, and we're gonna pick up what's in between those holes. The most part is coming up. That's kind of fun. Yeah, I can see using that in a collage. So we're gonna take this up. I don't think there's probably enough on there. No. I'm trying to do something to this. It didn't have enough on there to make a difference. So now we have this one. We're going to let this one dry while we do something with this one. Okay. That's kind of fun. You can see those textures that I put in there. So that's kind of neat. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Phthalo cyanide green, whatever. It's the color of these. It's sort of the color of these green shorts my husband wore on our first date, and I hate this color. So, did he know that? No. But he did after. I didn't tell him right away. I didn't tell him I hated those green shorts until like we were really dating. And then I'm like, please don't wear those again. I still tease him about them. They're so, oh, they were so ugly. Ugh. But I married him, so, you know, what are you going to do? We could use this thingamabob, some Martha Stewart Living. And we could just go straight. And then we can go just make little crosshatch. Oh, well that's kind of interesting. Can you see that? I actually really kind of like that, even though it's that green. But, yeah, I don't hate that. Let's pull this one back in. This is all dry, am I right? Yeah. Okay, so that was the yellow. I think we're going to go back in with some, did we do yellow, blue? Yeah. So maybe some more of that blue. Just to have some papers that are the same color scheme. This is definitely translucent. It's something you gotta learn too, that I have not really got a good handle on yet, is when to use translucent versus opaque. I get more into the excitement of trying new things than I do trying to learn all the details. So my channel is just kind of eclectic, do what floats your boat type of thing. And today, making jelly print backgrounds is floating my boat. So I'm glad you're here, because how boring would it be if I was here by myself? Okay, let's see what we got. Now why is that not looking? Huh, interesting. Alright, I mean, this is gonna be... Okay, I can see it now. I couldn't when I was pulling it up. This didn't look yellow, but... Ooh, I just really like that. Can you see it, or is my hat in the way? I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, I mean... That is kind of interesting. This kind of looks like an underwater... Some kind of underwater treasure scene or something. But I don't hate that, so, yeah. Let me start taking the ones that I don't really want to do anything else with. Getting them out of my way so that we can keep working. I kind of like that too. I mean, that's just going to be used for collage. We might be able to do something like that. Okay. Let's see. What could we add to this? Okay. We're going to go in with black. You know, this paint I get from Menards, if you're in, well, wherever Menards is really, like I said, it is cheap paint in price, but I think it's great paint for all my projects, really. I can't even believe they're selling it that cheap. It's $1.99 for that tube. I mean, you can't beat that. It reminds me of the same quality as the Liquitex, so I'm not sure what kind of shenanigans they did there, but okay, let's see. We could do this over this, and that'll open up some spots to see that through. Just follow me here. I'm so glad I made these. This was such a cool idea. I can't remember now even whose video I saw this on. And then that probably doesn't have enough on it. Okay, so then we got to get this right over here before it dries. Now that I had some on it, that's okay. That black just goes a long way. Let's see. Okay. Interesting. It's really dark, but do you see how wherever those stripes were on that stamp thing we used, you can see the blue and yellow. I don't know. We're gonna do something else to that. All right, let's try this. Okay. Where will you go? Oh, there you are. We're gonna go in with some white. I don't really want it super white. Maybe add a little bit of this yellow to it, if I have any left. I don't want a lot. That's a lot. So what I'm doing is just trying to tone down that white. And then that. We'll see if my idea works. Just trying to lighten it up, but still allow you to see a lot of that cool black and blue. Yeah, we'll see. I love experimenting. I mean, a lot of my experiments with Gelli printing does not work out. Let's be honest. I still have so much to learn. But I can't tell you how much fun it is to do these experiments. Because, I mean, why not? Ooh, okay. See, now that's fun, right? Look at that. Okay, fun. Now we would take this off. We have that to work with. Ooh, yeah, I like it. I like it. So, we have to wait till that dries. That'll be fun. Yeah, I do. I like this. Okay. What color do we have next? These are a favorite color for me. Ooh, that was a lot. That was a lot, Lisa. Oh, where you going? Where you going? We want anything we haven't used yet. We're going to use this line one. To waste all that paint. Oh, I know, I was pushing down between and okay, that's fine. That didn't really do anything. Okay. But I like this. Just trying to think. I like the look that gives. Okay. I think this parchment, or not, yeah. I think this parchment will pick it up, or is it too slippery? We're gonna see. We're gonna let that hang out up there. I think this is it's almost dry. Almost dry. What color do I want to be? I know, I do want that to be black. I want it to be kind of the opposite of that. To be able to use those two together in collage. So it'll be interesting. That's probably not enough. Okay, just a little bit more. Just going to use the back of this one. Well, it's very similar, except the circles are, it's just opposite, and that's what I was hoping for, so that you could have this one and this one you could use in like the same collage. I really like those, and they're very neutral, so you could add those to just, you know, any other color combination that you might have, but I'm loving the look of the neutral, so these two are a keeper. Okay, I am back from a lunch break, and I had to try to charge my phone up a little bit. I have it plugged in right now, charging as I do this video in hopes that it will not die on me, but hopefully you can still hear me. So I left this sit while I went and had a little lunch, and I just am worried because I think it's going to be too slippery, but let's just see. I left it on that whole time. Yep, nothing. So, just so you know, parchment paper, thumbs down, it's not going to work. Oops. This is, okay. So, now we're going to take something, a different color, to pull this up. And I think I want yellow ochre again. I am in love with that color, but I think it'll go good with, yeah, that'll be pretty. So weird, huh? How even leaving it sit, it just, that coating that they put on parchment paper is just not gonna, it's not gonna work for jelly printing. Good to know. So I definitely need to, I guess I need to order some deli paper that everybody loves to use on a jelly plate. This should turn out pretty though with those two color combinations. Okay, I like it. Yeah, I like those colors together. You can see a lot of different stuff happening there. But again, you know, these are to be ripped up, cut up. You take circles out of them. I mean, these are fun. So yeah, I like that one a lot. All right, so moving on to another paint. I like this one too, Green Gray by Liquitex. Such a pretty color. Let's use this thingamajig again. Use a page of that really thin paper. I guess I gotta go right down the line and pick up. But this thing leaves the coolest print behind. All right, and there's something fun to use in a collage as well. I think we'll have anything. Can we use that on there? Nope. Never amounts to much on the back. Okay. We're going to let that one dry. And then we're going to use this one. Let me get this useless parchment paper out of the way. Okay. And I'm just grabbing whatever random colors. This is definitely not a color I would use for much, so why not just use it up? See if we can build something out of it. It's, you know, I love purple, but this is like a light pastel-y color that I don't use in my work anywhere. So, we haven't used any bubble wrap yet. Okay, and that's, again, I want that to dry. Okay, that's dry. Just trying to think what color would go well with that. I still think the yellow ochre would go well with it. The green. Didn't get very much on there, did I? It's pretty though. Let's do it with a tissue-y type paper, because I don't think it's gonna, there's not much paint on there. I've let that set for a minute, not very long. Red oxide. I'm wondering what that would look like. Sometimes I put too much paint on, and sometimes not enough. Let's put that on there quickly. Alright, let's pull this one back. Nice. Okay, that's fun. It's kind of, you know, it's a little boring I like it, but I think we could probably do something else with it. So we're going to set that off to the side. Let's see what we got here. Weird. Okay. No. I don't like that at all. So that's going to need work. Let's see. We're going to try this. This is a 100% experimental. Okay. We're going to put some masks down. And then we're going to pick that up. So, where the masks are, you will see this print that we already did on this tissuey paper. And everywhere else, you're going to see black. Alright, let's see what we did. Oh, isn't that fun? I like it, yeah. So that gives us a way to kind of play around, still getting some of that pattern. Yeah, that was fun. Alright, I will call that good for now. So then we take these masks off, and that leaves us this little ghost outline. Which could be fun. I wonder what we should pick that up with. Paper. Okay. This is turquoise from the Menards paint. I'll be known on the internet as the girl who jelly prints with the cheap Menards paint. don't even care. Like, yep, I will take that title. Let's just use printer paper. Okay, ready? Nah, nothing to write home about. But I like the black shadowy stuff, so there's hope for this one. Just probably more hope than this one, but we'll keep playing. Let's put this one aside and use this one. This one's gonna bug me unless we fix it, so let's do a little darker purple and some black. Don't ask me how that's going to turn out. I have no idea. Let's use this. I really like this stencil. And I believe this is one I got out from Temu, if you're wondering. Okay. Does this stencil not make everything better? Like, look at that. That is so much fun. And then look at this one. Look at that, is so much better. Then you could doodle in each of these little dark, yeah. This is a great little stencil, I tell you. I'm very happy with that now. I didn't like it before. So we're gonna let this dry so we can pull it with something else. I'm not a fan. Okay, we're just gonna take this with yellow ochre to pull this, clean this plate, see what comes up with it. We're just going to use this one. Why not? Quick, I want to try to dry this a little bit. That definitely needs something. I'm gonna use all my black today. I just got this. Trying to stay in frame. I'm not used to doing a small project on this table, so I'm not sure where to be. Okay. I'm gonna use my favorite again, I think. And we're just going in for that. Nice. Makes all the difference, doesn't it? Very nice. No, not gonna work. Not enough on these to transfer. Okay, so we have this one to dry. This one is dry. Okay. I got a little experiment here. I'm just putting some black on this little 5x7 jelly plate, and just dipping it. I'm dipping this into the black and then kind of going over here to put some texture in some of these openings. I just thought that might be fun. Yeah, okay. Well, that's fun. Anyway. Okay, we're gonna go with some yellow. Wow, that's too much. Some orange. And some of this, what is it? Cadmium red, medium hue. There we go. Let's see what we get. Nice. Like fire. It's like fire under there. Okay, let's take it. Let's pull it. this is going to be good. I hope. I can get it off without ripping the paper, because printer paper isn't the best. But oh my goodness, you guys. Look how fun that is. I love that. Oh, I love that so much. Look how these two in a collage, that'd be fun. And I love the addition of the little textures in those. So much fun. Yeah, that's a keeper. And now this one should be dry and ready to pull. What do we want to pull this one with? What color? What color do we need some more of? Some of that blue I don't really like. Cobalt blue hue. I don't know, just some colors that don't, you know, I mean, they're all right. I don't hate this, but there's just some that I don't grab, you know, go for. I don't go and grab this if I want to paint something. Okay. I don't know what that's going to do, but I just felt like throwing that in there. Now we'll see. Let's see what we got. I gotta do something to this one. I just can't quite think about what I want to do. Nice. Okay, not bad. It's kind of cool where I put this hot pad thing that looks like a honeycomb. It shows the white paper because it took off the paint before we pulled it, which is kind of cool. It gives you that chicken wire look or a honeycomb. Yeah, I like that one too. Okay, that's a keeper. I gotta put my keepers out of the way. Yeah, if I could do something to that one. Okay, I need to figure out what to do with this guy. What can we do to make this more exciting? You got teal, you got black. Man, what color goes with this? Besides the same thing I keep using. Like, oh, you know what? Let's get crazy. Let's get crazy. We're gonna use quinacridone magenta. Oh, okay. I've seen people use this a lot. Susan Clifton seems to like this color. Don't know if she would put it with that, but let's try it. This is very transparent. Very transparent. Okay. My stomach, why are you growling? You just ate. Okay. Gotta lay it down now. And do we want to do that one? I don't know. I don't know how this is gonna come out, you guys. Don't you wish you were on a channel where they were like, and this will result in this, and yeah. I'm like, I don't have a clue how this is going to end up, but we're going to have fun together finding out, because I think a lot of the fun of the Gelli plate is just the crazy unknown results. But it's just paper. It's like, who cares? Like, you're not ruining $500 piece of fabric or something. That would be weird, wouldn't it? $500 piece of fabric. Oh, okay. I mean, are those colors that I probably would use together? I might not. But they're kind of fun. Like, this guy, you could cut around this guy. There's possibilities. So I don't hate this. Actually, I kind of think it's fun. So let's take our masks off. They're really not going to show anything. We tried this and it didn't really show up. I don't think it's gonna show anything. Let's just do a white. Let's do a white. A little bit on the roller yet. Making it kind of pink. That thing is fun. Okay. We're going to let that dry. Yep, we're going to let that dry. Okay. Let's put this. I really like this botanical thing I cut out. Cut out these little vases too, but I think that might be too much for this plate. Maybe not. Maybe it would work. Okay, so we're gonna paint over this with yellow ochre, which I plan to use up today by the looks of it. And I hope that's not. All right, love it. Just paint right over that thing. Okay. And then, what was I gonna do? Oh. We're gonna come in with this corrugated cardboard piece and just make some lines like that. And then, we're gonna come with this, right? We don't want, no, we want to take this off, right? See, this is where I'm questioning myself. It's not as... Let's see if that worked. Okay. I think it did. Okay, I love it. It gave, yeah, I love it. It gave that green, and then we have the corrugated cardboard over here to kind of take down a little bit of the yellow. I really like that. Actually, that's cool. I like it. Okay, let's switch out. It's a little bit wet yet. Okay. I think we're gonna go in with some black on this and try to see. How much of the black we can see through our texture there. I could do this all day, you guys. I literally could do this all day. I love experiments like this. I don't even mind that I don't know what I'm doing. I just freaking love it. I mean, I am watching some professionals, so don't worry. I am trying to learn and teach myself. I watch Susan Clifton a lot. I like her. Found a new fun channel. Oh my gosh, she's so much like me in a lot of ways. Her name is Cherie Burlington, and she's very cool. Let's see. Oh, okay. Oh, so it did pick up the outline of those masks. That's a hard word to say. Okay. I don't see as much black as I thought we were gonna see. Interesting. I don't know. I don't really, it's not like my favorite, but it is interesting that it did pick up those outlines of the masks, because I didn't think it was going to. It needs something. We'll put that over there. Boy, I really like this one. I really like this one, you guys. I don't know why. It's this other texture underneath and the colors. I really like the color combination. So I'm going to put this away because I like it. This one, I'm going to keep this one too. So much fun. Gelli printing. All right. What are we going to do? What are we going to use? Pick a color, Lisa, that you don't ever show the world what you can do with brilliant yellow green. Okay. Never in a never million years would I pick this. But it's in there, and what are you going to do? Like, I have to use these paints up. These are old. These are old, and I need to use them. Oh, there's still some black. That does add an interesting take to this now. Come on, girl. I tell you, black's the hardest to get off your roller. I'm just going to pick this up as is, and then we'll do something different with it. So much fun. Well, let's see. That's not coming off. Okay. All right, now. This by itself, not a fan, but I do like it with the black, and that was unplanned. So we have to do something. We're going to go in with some more. Huh. Yeah, that's not a color I would normally go for. But when you buy those kits, oh my gosh, you still have some on here. You buy those kits, or those sets, paint sets, not a kit, jeez. You get what you get, man. And you don't throw a fit. I don't know what that's gonna do. Probably nothing. Weird. Okay. Let me think. Don't rush me. I'm gonna take the tissue one and hopefully pull the paint in between the stencil circulars. that's fun. That's cool. Okay, I really like that. And now we're gonna run a thin coat of black. I think I know what I'm doing, but that's questionable. We're gonna run a thin coat of black with the stencil still in place. I love this so much. You should see this roll-off paper over here. It's amazing. And then we're gonna take this off. Oh man, I wish that would come off there. Oh, kind of did. No, it didn't. We're gonna put this right on over here. Okay. Okay. Let's see what we did. Nice. Okay, that's really fun. See how cool that can look? And then you got this and this you can use in the same collage. Too fun. I love it. Okay. So I guess this is a way that I can get away with using colors that I am not a fan of. I can just tone them down. Nice. Okay. I need to fix this one. Maybe some white. I know it's got a lot of white already. Let's try my favorite. Put some lines. But if we don't hurry up, that paint is going to dry. Oh boy. Yeah. You know, there's always hope. This is not looking good, but there's always hope. Ooh, I love that. Always love what this leaves behind. Let's leave that to dry. Oh, let's do some red. I don't know what I'm thinking, but we're gonna try it. Red and purple. This is the one with the lines. I'll show you. That. I don't know. This is. If not, we can just crumble this one up. Throw it away. No, I never do that. There's always a way to use pieces of it. I mean, there's never a reason to toss it. Unless it just turns out completely black, and even then you can use black in your projects. So, all right, let's see what we got. What do we got? A mess. Okay, all right. Okay, hang on. Hold the boat. Okay, sweetie. I just had another thought. No, not really. I mean, it's not dark enough. Okay, back to square one. It was a thought. Now it's just picking up. Okay, so that's a little bit thicker. Ooh, I love it. Nice. Okay, my fingers are crossed for this one. You know me, I just don't like to give up on something there have been times, so you've seen my videos. Sometimes I'm just done, like a journal that doesn't go well. I'm just done and I'm ready to toss it. I've had a couple of those, but Gelli prints, I'm not too in a rush to get rid of. I feel like there's always some kind of hope. I mean, it's just a piece of paper, but interesting. Got a lot of it left on the plate. And you guys, this is really funny because it just doesn't get any better, does it? It just keeps getting worse. Okay. I will concede defeat, but I'm still not going to get rid of it, okay? So, this is what I want to do. This is I swear to you, this is the last thing I'm going to do to this paper. I swear. I mean it. Okay, I'm just rolling out some black. Nice. I can live with that. Can you live with that? I can live with that. Okay. I'm gonna let that dry. So this has some stuff on it. I'm gonna get rid of this black on here so that I don't waste it. And I happen to love this honeycomb thing. That didn't go as like I had hoped. I know, I keep having ideas. I can't help it. I cannot stand defeat. I don't know why I put that over there. This will be the paper with 15 layers. 15 layers of paint. All right, I think we have a winner. I mean, why not? That's better than it was. Isn't that cute? I think we're done. I promise you. With this one, we're done. Yeah, it's got the yellow, the honeycomb. It's got honeycomb over here. I don't know, you could just cut that piece out, use it for collage. I like it. To do this one though. And what colors? I don't know, this is burnt sienna. I'm just thinking for like a neutral page. Okay, so burnt sienna is kind of transparent. Sort of. Yeah, let's pull it with a printer paper. Still a lot on the plate, which is kind of weird. It's cool. What I would say, kind of a grungy, rusty cool. But it's not like I thought it would look. Let's pull this off and put let's make this a little less white. Paint, people. This very good neutral piece right here coming. Can you see it? I am in love with this actually, but this and this cool could work together. I'm kind of liking those two. Yeah, I'm not gonna do anything with that one. I may do something with this one. Maybe. Oh, wow. Okay. That's got a lot of grungy look to it. The blue coming with the rusty color does look like patina. I kind of want there to be something else as a kind of a more distinct texture though. And I'm just trying to figure out what that might be. Okay, let's see how that goes. Okay, all right, that's kind of fun. I'm gonna leave that one. It's not perfect, it's kind of blurry, but you could definitely doodle around some of these or just take a portion of it for a collage. I like that one. All right, let's do a couple more and we'll call it quits. I can't believe we've been doing this long. Let's see. I'm gonna do this again. Sure, why not? 5x7. That's so cool. These look like little film strips for some reason. I like it a lot. It just is like it gives a texture that you can use. Just not a lot of colors, but just like a couple basic colors. I don't know. I like it. This and this. Yeah. Although I wish that had a little bit more color in it. So I may do something to that before we're done. And this didn't turn out. This had a lot more black than I thought. Okay. But still, you got a little piece that's usable. Let's try to get the rest of that off on this other side. So I can clean this plate. Up there. All right. I just want some color in this, that's all. So probably this, just out of colors I never would have picked, so that's fun. Bee journal, anyone? Okay. It's a texture pattern. It's a background. It's definitely a background, and it works. So we're gonna take it. Is it gonna clean my plate or not? Maybe not. Not all the way. Okay, those are just background pieces. Something you could lay down on the back of a tag and then build up from it. So they're no masterpiece, but they're good for that. So, okay. Are you ready? These are the ones we made today. So this is just, you know, the pull-off piece. It can definitely be used in collage. You could cut these out. They're just, yeah, it's a fun page. So I like that. Using that lime green I didn't like. This one was the sheet. It's so heavy too, you guys. It takes 2 hands to hold it. This is that one that has like 15 layers. But this is where we landed. So I don't know. It's usable for sure. This is the one that kind of looks rusty, kind of patina. Not perfect, but it's usable. Here's another one of those we pulled off from the stencil. Fun one. Here's that teal and purple, kind of 2 colors I might not have thought to do, but I do like it. And again, here's just the texture of running that thing back and forth. This one I am in love with. It may not look like much on the video, but it really is very unique. So I really like that one. Not my favorite color, my husband's shorts, but it's a texture piece. Little pieces of that will be fun. Here's one I really like. Once I put that yellow over that mask, I think it really made something cool. Again, just this is just kind of like a background, some interesting movement over here. Colors I wouldn't have used. This one's all right. It's got a dots, so I like it. I like circles a lot. It allowed me to use that color that I'm not used to by putting the black over it. This one I really like. This was one of the first ones we did. I like the colors in it, I guess, and I like that blue peeking through. And then the texture. Yeah, not my favorite, but I think it turned out better than it was. So it's usable for sure. Here's another one. Using that stencil, I really like. And again, the masks just kind of toned down this piece and brought it out. Another blue I wouldn't choose, but I do like the way these textures came out. It just looks like they're under there, underneath this circular. Yeah, I really like it. You could use that for an underwater theme or something. Again, that color, that lime green, but it works with this black. So, and then we use the ghost print, pick the ghost print up with black, which is a really cool pattern. Another one with the masks. I love these colors in the back with the black. And this one, usable together on the same collage. Here's another neutral, which I love. This one I'm not a fan of. Now that I look at it, it looks like corn on the cob or something. But it's going to be usable because you're not going to use this whole sheet. You can take a square down here and use it in a collage, and it really gives a lot of texture. So always remember that when you pull something like this, you're like, what am I going to do with this? You're going to use a 2 by 2 inch piece of it. I don't know. There's always hope. And then there's this little roll off from the 5 by 7. Nothing fancy here, but like I said, you could put this as the background to a tag and then start building up all your like ephemera pieces on top of it. So these are all worth having, you guys. Look at what we did today. That's so much fun. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate you guys so much. I have fun doing this. So if you like this kind of video, leave me a comment below. And again, if you would like to see me do a collage out of some of these papers that we made, leave that in the comments. All right, you guys, I'll see you on the next video. Bye.